go.
They legit did that in a game that I watched. Oh shit, I forgot he goes live right away. Hello everybody! Welcome to our fourth game of the Bronze Silver League in Overdrive. I am Chief again, joined this time by Kirby. I think that's how
Hello,
I say your
what's
name.
up, everyone? Yep.
So today, this time we are going to be streaming and casting Vandal versus Minior.
Yeah.
It's kind of another situation where I've watched Minior play in a stream game, but I've never actually paid attention much to it. So I'm pretty excited.
So I was subbing for a gold team just now, and one of my teammates. So I was telling them I'm casting this game, and one of my teammates was like, "Oh, the ADC for Minior is pretty good." So Tyler here right now, he used to be known as I'm Still Q, and then he played in other leagues. He quote unquote retired, and then he came back alive, I guess. But yeah, he used to be a little well known in some other leagues for being a really solid player, and that's the only thing I know about this team actually.
Well, at least we not different there. I have played against Vandal before though, so I know a bit more about them. I know that Kuda is a pretty decent ADC, and Tristan is, trash too, but we don't talk about that.
Oof, the trash talk, spicy.
But anyway, I am excited to watch.
That's a pretty interesting Yasuo first pick.
The question
I'm not sure if he's just confident enough to blind pick it. Maybe it could totally be a flex pick like Yasuo. He's a pretty shit tier top laner right now, but definitely a viable mid laner and bot laner.
Yeah, and we're gonna see Orin and Jaina and Galio picked up for Minior. I'd say those are some interesting picks.
I'm pretty surprised that Galio came out after Yasuo was blind picked, because Yasuo into Galio is a pretty good matchup, but it seems like it
is that gonna be a Zoe?
Yeah, they're considering the Zoe instead.
The second Zoe coming in. Here we go.
I'm a little surprised because if they put the Yasuo mid, it's a pretty good matchup into Galio. In general, AD assassin type champion, even though Yasuo isn't exactly an assassin, but an AD Bruiser is pretty good into Galio.
We're at the Talia. Do you think for sure that's a Talia jungle?
Seems like it is. So there's still a chance it's a Yasuo top or Yasuo bot, but it seems like the Talia is locked in the jungle. Really strong jungle champion.
I'll be honest, it's strong, but it takes a lot of synergy with your team, especially with those walls. If you mess those up, it can make or break a fight.
Yeah, indeed. And in competitive play, it's pretty different from solo Q2 because everyone basically has full communication. So I think it's Talia is a really strong solo Q pick, but in competitive, we'll have to see how it works.
Yeah, that is true. We're gonna see a lot of ADC bans coming out from both sides.
And basically, the four strongest ADCs this patch are taken out. So right now,
but we're not talking about Kai'Sa here. Kai'Sa is insanely strong, especially with the current AP build that people have been building with her. I mean,
the new Storm Razor build actually. There's a it's kind of situational, but I've seen it and it's not too bad. But once again, this patch, Caitlyn feels super good this patch. Jhin has been really strong since the last patch, and this patch he's just even stronger with the ADC item changes. Jinx did receive a minor buff this patch, and Lucian has been great since the ADC items rework. Right now he might not be exactly S tier, but still a really good ADCs. But Miss Fortune here, so we're casting a BS league. Miss Fortune a really strong pick in BS because it's a champion that is really, really strong in lane, has really strong poke, her ult can do a lot in a team fight, but in higher elo leagues, people might be able to like exploit Miss Fortune's weakness because in late game team fights, she doesn't really have a lot of DPS other than her ult. But in bronze, silver, gold, these elos, Miss Fortune is still a really strong pick.
Ouch, just breaking my heart here as I look at my silver rank.
It's okay. We're all the same, bronze, silver, gold.
As we slide into the spectator delay, I'm interested to see what this Yasuo-Ornn matchup is going to look like.
Yeah, I definitely called it a bold move by putting the Yasuo top because Yasuo top isn't really favored in the meta, but if he has the guts to first pick it, I have faith in him, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not often you see a Nidalee jungle too. And the thing about, at least to me, about Nidalee is that she's complete hit or miss. Like, literally, because if you can't land those spear tosses, then you're not going to be doing as much as you could be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think it's a bit of like an interesting choice into this kind of game where you have a lot of people who can easily dodge those spears. But now looking at Vandal's comp a little closer, I see a lack of any real tank or bruiser at all. They are very squishy, and their only real engage is Nami's Tidal Wave or Yasuo's Tornado.
Yeah, so once again, like when you have a Yasuo on your team, another reason why Yasuo is way better in the mid lane now is because you want engage in your other lanes. You want knockups for you. When you're mid laner, your top laner can pick a tank, a bruiser that has a knockup for you, that has engage for you, so you can like just use your ult and go in and clean up. But then right now, Yasuo is basically their only frontliner, so it's really tricky for Vandal. Vandal and Tristan has to play it really well on the Yasuo because he is a frontliner, but he is also really squishy.
That is true. And I mean, I'm just going to redirect it back to now Minor's comp, as we see an Ornn and a Galio, both very strong engages and very tanky people, with Ornn's Call to the Forge guide coming down. If he's able to land a good one of those, that's just going to be a great engage tool for them. And Galio then can just use his hero's entrance to slam down and add that extra knockup for them.
Yeah, definitely a scary combo.
I'm
And a
interested.
really beefy front line on top of that.
I'm just curious how Vandal is going to deal with that. Right, I'm not going to lie, I totally forgot to quit. I'm an idiot. So if you were going to give the win to one of these teams, which one would it be?
Okay, so yeah, both comps have something that's really tricky. So like Nidalee in a competitive settings, I'm not entirely sure if like Mata Fangirl is like really comfortable in this Nidalee, because if he's not that comfortable on this pick, she can be pretty useless in a competitive setting. But other than like having a little bit of doubt on the Nidalee, I like Minior Gaming's comp more because they have more standard frontline backline, and there's decent peel from the Janna too, and scaling in the Kaisa. While on Vandal, they have a really tricky comp because of a lack of a real frontliner, and Kuda has to get a really good ultimate on the misfortune because that's kind of what she's worth for.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes a lot of like getting that good ult depends on CC, and the only real mass CC again is Nami or Yasuo, because Talia has that one knockup, but that's really only for one person, and Zoe just has the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, which only hits one person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you little... that is so frustrating.
The classic
It was
bug.
it was loading all fine, and then it was
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
crash. Did they load into the game yet? Hey, there we go. You still there, buddy? Well, we are going to see these teams pop up. Their fancy emblems turn up now, too. As the other side is looking to... I don't think they're looking to engage at all. It looks more like they're going to spread out on that 5 point.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And Kirby has gone MIA. I've been left alone. But I, for one, am curious to see... Oh.
Damn it, my headset problems.
You doing okay there, buddy?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, there are some problem with my headset. I don't know how long I've been silent for, but I've been talking.
I was like bringing it up really obviously to see if you'd notice.
Rip.
You like went out mid-sentence and I was like, well, that's not good.
Oh, okay. So what was I saying? Was I talking about skins? Because I was like, I like this synergy between Pool Party Zoe and Pool Party Misfortune.
Yeah, where's the full pool party though? Give me Tarek or give me Death?
Yeah, and Graves. And
Yeah, seriously.
and gameplay.
Yeah, come on guys, you could have had a full team. I mean, they're already trolling.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's planned, but like on the side of Minior, no one has a skin except Battolini.
It's fine. This is fine. Just go with it. How the heck do you say this Galliar's name? Is it like...
Ip5?
Ipi? I'm just gonna call him Ipi. Ipi? We should call him Ipi, actually. That sounds like a great name. Anyway, some light trading is kind of going down between all the lanes. No one's really getting a big CS lead actually over one another, but Nami has been trading pretty well, as we're gonna see a Flash Ignite Trouble Bubble come down from Sky onto Ipai. I'm calling him that, that's it. Is gonna secure the first blood for his team, showing that Galio, not always the best guy to start out with. I'd say his starting lane phase is probably the hardest.
Yes. It's a really nice play coming out from Sky Files too. Like this guy definitely knows the limits of his champion. Like he's like, okay, I can flash in right here, use my ignite as well as like the
Oh,
W
wow.
passive part.
As Pi tries to go in on the Skyfires, but now here comes the potato chip. Oh my god, I cannot say his name fast.
The potato chip.
I almost butchered it. A potato chip comes in, pretends he's threatening, and then, you know, walks away. As a jungler does.
So yeah, the potato chip trying to make some plays around this this mid laner who's already ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a good call on his part to get in there and just try and get that Zoe even more ahead. That way she can just start roaming to these lanes and helping out.
Definitely. And Skyfowl seems to be pretty comfortable on the Zoe too. Made a really decisive decision there to just flash in and kill it P5. As a Zoe, you really want to get her head early because Zoe scales really well. And oh, that's
Yeah, but, wow, that was a missed spear now from Meta Fengale. But then he did hit one on Nanami, but she's under tower. I think, yeah, that was a little too aggressive. Letting Shadow pick up that kill, and now Kuda right after picking up the kill on the Janna as well. I mean, with this is what I was kind of talking about. Nidalee is hit and miss. If you miss your spear, you miss your gank. You're done. Just go.
yeah. So that was why I was like pretty doubtful about the Nidalee too. That was that could have been a really good play, but turned out to be a huge misplay by Monafango and Vandalini because they're still really low in levels and they're really squishy champions. Just each one of them took one more tower shot than they had to, and they just gave over 2 kills to Kuda and Shadow's Moon.
Yeah, I mean, that's just 2 free kills onto. Well, what am I saying? That is 2 free kills onto a bot lane that you just don't want. As yet again, sadly, we are seeing Fangirl miss that spear onto Zoe, as he looked like he was trying to go in.
Yeah. AP5 doesn't really have mana right now, so this will give some space for Skyfowls to just push in this wave and reset.
Yeah, now that Tristan has hit level 6, I'm expecting that he's gonna try and go in on this Ornn. I mean, him being low on mana and everything, that's gotta help. It actually looks like he's choosing the back instead.
Killing Shade, even though he doesn't exactly have a lot of mana, he's still pretty tanky as an Ornn himself. And Tristan doesn't really want to take a risk, probably.
That's fair. I mean, you can never be too cool for it when you're already ahead in the game. No reason to give them that edge.
Exactly. Especially he is actually up 12 CS right now. A really decent lead.
Yeah, we are going to see Shadow get a little too aggressive there. Gonna take some decent poke damage. Now, suddenly, the tables have turned as Sky is the one who's low on mana, and IP5, I should actually say his name right now, is the one with a bit more. Maybe gonna see a gank come down.
Yeah, both of them are pretty fine.
Wow. Did you see that damage? There goes Tyler's health.
Mana Fangirl, because of the body misplay, Mana Fangirl has been put a little behind. Usually as a Nidalee, you really want to be like up in levels, be ahead of the enemy jungler the whole game by like par farming, counter jungling, and like playing the early game well. But since he has been put a little behind, so that gives the lanes of Vandal a more a little bit more of freedom to just play aggressive and not worry about the jungler.
I'm waiting for that sick Talia gank. I'm waiting for it. I want to see it. It does actually look like Talia is coming down into the bush. Sadly, is going to get spotted out.
Unluckily, Tristan is looking to contest this blue buff, but Mana Fangirl does have smite.
Yeah, but now
she is looking to do something.
it looks like Frango is going to look now to actually fight against this person, but Carl the Forge God, I'm pretty sure I just saw it go down and miss as Lip Potato Chip is going to walk down into the spot lane. The tidal wave coming out from Nami to try and stun up Tyler, but sadly, even with bullet time, they are not going to have the damage to finish him off.
Yeah, Tyler did need to blow flash there, but at least he got out with his flash.
He's alive.
And,
That's the
yeah,
important.
at least he's alive. Val Vadalini, he just, I don't think he should have died there because he did have flash up on the Janna, but I think he probably just like disrespected the burst damage from the potato chip, because Talia with electrocute does do a lot of burst damage, so
Yeah, I
he
mean,
probably
he got-
disrespected it and went
He
down.
got pretty defeated. Oh, wow, but we are going to see Fangirl try to get into a fight here with Tristan, but Tristan landed a beautiful ult back towards her to do a bunch of damage. Now he's stuck in a fight with Killing here. Killing Shade is going to do everything they can. And actually, Fangirl did land a pretty nice hook under him, but now a fight is coming down. Wow, into there. IP5 just blowing up that Talia, showing her, hey, this is my jungle, sorry. And now he is walking up top lane, looking to try to finish these people off, but he's just going to get CC trained by the never-ending Zoe. He's going to flash in to taunt them up and just keep them going down. Suddenly now, Fangirl is 2-1 and back in this game.
Yeah, once again, when Fangirl came in for the gank, it definitely looked like a couple of misplays there, here and there. It was also like Tristan landed 3 really nice tornadoes within the course of like 15 seconds. Those 3 tornadoes basically stopped him from getting collapsed on, and also like he almost turned it around and killed Mana Fangirl, but as IP5 killed the potato chip in the jungle, and
Ooh!
he was just able to turn around.
Yeah, but here comes the Talia wall, fired by the tidal wave, and a great bullet time is going to lead into an easy double kill for the potato chip.
Yeah, a really nice wall there by the potato chip. Locked down both of the bot lane right there. Janna still has flash up. She wasn't able to get that off. And
yeah, but there is a fight going on top lane. Sadly, it's really just Vandal cleaning up 2 people who stayed top lane a little too long. Orin, Killing Shade, tried to use Carl the Forge God to knock them up and get away. Oh, excuse me. But Tristan gave down a great wind wall to block that ult, making it practically useless.
yeah, as well as a nice bubble from Skyfiles onto AP earlier, which led to a tornado by Tristan, and he could get his ult off and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, very true. Oh, that paddle star had that Nidalee's name on it.
Right now, this should be another tower going over to Vandal in the top lane, and Tristan will get away with that tower.
Yeah, Killing Shade definitely was not going to be able to get to lane fast enough to stop that. And with his ult down, I don't think he wants to fight this Yasuo right now.
Yeah, and this is overall already a 4k gold lead for Vandal, with a 2 tower lead in both the top lane and bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think this is like the start that Vandal exactly wanted if they were hoping to win this game out, because I'm pretty sure that they're gonna need to win early if they want to keep it up, as we are gonna see Killing Instinct come down from Tyler to try to finish off that MF, but he's not gonna have the damage to do it. MF now, Kuda walking back, gonna shoot that person up. And now IP5 looking to go in on to Sky, but he's gonna back away at the end.
Yeah, definitely. With this tankless comp that Vandal has drafted, you definitely want all your laners to be ahead, because who needs a tank when like all of your laners can just 100 to 0 their carries? It really doesn't matter at that point. So they want to get to that point.
Yeah, very true. Ooh. I mean, they're at a very comfortable spot now where they're doing enough damage that they can poke these tanks out. I mean, as we're just seeing Ornn get devastated by the combined poke from really everyone. And it looks like Minior is going to reset. Everyone is who wants their blue buff.
Yeah, Vandal just be calling with the around 5k goal lead they've had at 14 minutes. A really huge goal lead, honestly.
Yeah, but they did give up an Inferno Drake to Minior, and so hopefully that'll help them get back into this. That little bit of burn damage can go a long way. I wonder what the next Drake is. Oh, it's another Inferno. Oh, it actually looks like Fangirl is going to look to get this Rift Herald. I don't think that Vandal has any idea it's going down. Absolutely not. There is no vision cover of it. But the real question is, can they do it by themselves? I have faith. Ooh. And at the end of the day, wait, Vandal found them doing it. And wow, now it looks like they're just gonna take it for themselves. They did get it. And the Sleepy Trouble Bottle landed on the Killing Shade as the heroic entrance comes in to knock up Sky and Tristan at the same time. But now here comes Kuda doing a ton of damage, turning this fight around for his team. Wow, that was some craziness. They did get the Rift Herald, but still, they did end up losing about the same.
But this trade is actually pretty good for Minior, because right now Tyler and Vatolini are just getting a tower in the bot lane, which kind of opens up the map a little bit for them, because they were down all 3 outer towers. Now they at least have gotten one in the bot lane. And
yeah, and now it looks like Kuda and Shadow are just looking towards getting this top tier turret. Honestly, I feel like, oh no, they are backing off. I was expecting them to go for that, but I do see the Galio up there now. I think he might have gotten spotted out.
the next thing we have to pay attention to is when and where is the potato chip going to use that herald, because right now they've already taken all 3 outer turrets. Kuda might or might not be caught out here, but
No, actually,
don't want to commit.
Yeah, honestly, he's doing a ton of damage right now.
Yeah, he definitely did not look like he was in the best position, but Minior didn't want to commit.
I think if he got a good knock-up taunt combo off, Kuda probably would have died, but he did have his team right there to back him up.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, we're just unfortunately seeing Fangirl miss a lot of these spears, which could start off a good fight with a nice pick, because Nidalee's damage is pretty crazy. But the Call of the Forge God is going to go down. Gonna hit all three of those people. Nami, Tidal Wave, gonna disengage, but she's gonna walk right back into all of them for some reason. There goes the broken stopwatch as Blue Team, as Minior is just gonna be able to pick off two of them. And now Sky is also going to get caught out. Suddenly, Fangirl is with a triple kill. They're trying to finish off this Yasuo. Here comes Fangirl again. Tristan is going to get a quadra kill onto all four of them. That is the pentakill for Tristan. Holy cow! I don't even know what just happened.
This is
What happened to all of their health?
this is Bronzor at its finest, dude. So,
I need some questions.
Okay, so 4 of them. So like they made a really good. Minior made a really good pick onto Kuda and Shadowed Moon there. They took them out really quickly, and then Skyfiles was caught. They took out Skyfiles, but then there came Tristan and the potato chip at full health. And Tristan got, like, they just, I don't know, like, Minior just lined up in a straight line for a perfect 4-man tornado by Tristan. And he just got a 4-man ult right there, while Minior had, like, everyone on Minior had, like, sub 50% HP. So he just got a quadra kill right there. Mana Fangirl went in, maybe tried to clean up, maybe tried to give over the penta, not exactly sure which one, but
Honestly, I thought it was going to be Fangirl who got the penta there, but then out of nowhere comes the Yasuo and Tristan just, deleting everybody.
yeah, that was
I'm
just a
shocked.
really nice 4-man tornado for him to land a 4-man ulti.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate because that was Minor's fight to lose.
Yeah, they already won the fight, but they just happened to line up in a straight line for the
Yeah, but
perfect
Killing
4-man
Shade just tried to get on top of the potato chip, and it didn't go so well. Let's just say that.
They did end up getting a tower, which is what they wanted in the first place. Killing Shade will have to recall here to heal up, but he does have a TP if anything happens.
That is true.
So this game, Tristan is definitely the player to watch right now. After that penta, he's 8-2-1, 50 CS up on the Ornn, and already has a completed fork and and Phantom Dancer, and it seems like he's building into an IE. With that IE, he's gonna hit 100% crit chance, and he's gonna be really strong.
Gosh, that's gonna be ridiculous. Oh dear lord, this poor Nidalee. So good.
There's nothing much Mana Fangirl can do versus Tristan right now.
Yeah, and that's like one of the people they probably wanted to delete, honestly, because she's scary. Potato Chip is going to get hit by that spear, but there's not really a lot that they can engage on with that, being it that their whole team is there.
Yeah. After the IE, I would like to see Tristan go a little more tanky-ish because he is the only frontline on his team, and given how far ahead he is.
But now, here comes the engage from Fangirl. It's going to try to kill that Zell, but he is going to get it. The Ignite, though, going to finish that off. Call of the Forge God now coming out, followed by Hero's entrance. Here comes the engage that we talked about from Killing Shade and IP5, but now the teleport is coming down from Tristan, and Minior wants none of that. They learned from their last time. They're like, nope, we don't want to fight you. We're okay.
Yes, Skyfile's getting a little caught there, and he was also getting a little greedy. He tried to go back in on Mana Fangirl, but then Mana Fangirl had backup there, and they just turned around, managed to get a return kill onto Skyfiles, as well as catching Kuda a little bit off guard.
Yeah, that's true, but I always like to think after these kind of fights is, what did they really lose? They didn't, and sadly, they didn't really lose anything from that fight, except for a couple people. But there was nothing, no towers really lost. I mean, their bot wave is still pushing into Miner's tower, so that's nice. Unfortunately, I feel like they need to do something.
And right now, the gold lead for Vandal has already extended to 7K. They need to. The only thing they need to do is play this slow and steady, minimize mistakes, and they can start to close out the game slowly but steadily.
If you look at the gold lead between Orin and Yasuo, it's almost like 6K.
Yeah, so that is where most of their gold lead comes from. Tristan has almost Flame Horizon killing Shade. He only needs 4 more minions to Flame Horizon.
It's
On top of that pentakill.
I'm about to say. Oh wow, there goes some damage. Vandal finally landing that spear they wanted. Max damage. Let's go. I'm waiting for them to like delete Baron. What's the next dragon?
AP5 got 1 AP item and it's now opting into some tank items. A Frozen Heart to really respect this Yasuo's damage, but that's also gonna make him tanky, but he's also not really gonna do a lot of damage. So right, like with this build on Galio, they're really just relying.
Oh no, the Weaver Wall completely cut out the Nidalee, but now here comes Hero's entrance from IP5, but now he's cut out here as well by himself against Tristan, the one and only carry that they need. But sadly, he is not going to be able to finish them off, and Nidalee is going to get out with her life as well.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, basically Minior Gaming, they're reliant on all the damage from the Nidalee and the Kaisa. So, as Mana fangirl, you really don't want to get caught out because your mid laner is building tank, your top laner is really behind. All your team is basically you and the ADC.
Yeah, and the thing about it that I'm seeing now is like neither team is really advancing on any objectives right now. They're just kind of dancing around, I feel like.
Yeah, so like one thing about Vandal, they have been giving over 2 dragons to Minior with the amount of map pressure and gold lead they have. So they really need to keep up vision around Baron. They cannot give up Baron, especially when they are already 7k gold lead ahead. There's no way they should just let Minior crawl back into the game.
Yeah, that's very true. And it's just like you say, there's no reason that they shouldn't have vision control these objectives. They should know the moment that they're starting them, and I'm pretty sure Nidalee did that dragon mostly by herself, which means that they would have had plenty of time to go respond to that if they knew it was happening. And that's just poor warding or vision control, I guess, on the side of Vandal.
And maybe they heard us. Both teams are now pondering around Baron, trying to get vision control around the area. Just clearing some wards, putting down their own.
Hey, which one of you is watching the stream? Wait a minute. The minute we say something. Oh, wow! But poor Valentine is gonna get caught out as the bullet storm comes down from Kuda. A flash into them is going to taunt all 5 of them into there, but now here comes Tristan. He's going through the ult. And wait, what just happened up there? What the heck? Zoe apparently was 2v1ing Kai'Sa, but really, I mean, there's just not much I can say about these fights because they go down exactly how I figured.
So yeah, I did say all their damage all their damage basically relies on Tyler and Mana Fangirl because the Galio's going big, and both Mana Fangirl and Tyler have a decent amount of damage there, but Skyfiles on the Zoe just 1v2 zoned both of them out of the fight. So neither Mana Fangirl nor Tyler was able to do damage to Vandal that whole fight.
But
And
here's the thing, I look
Mana Fangirl had to trade 1-for-1 with Skyfiles, so it's totally worth for Vandal. Skyfiles just 1v2, they're both carries at the back there, and while his team was just able to take down Minior's front line, like it's way too easy to take down Minior's front line without their backline being able to participate in the fight.
Yeah, and I mean, I was confused because I couldn't tell who it was at first, but Sky doing a great job of just basically distracting one of the main damage dealers of...
Two of them.
Oh yeah, both of them actually, what am I saying? And keeping them out of that fight just meant the difference for it. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. They completely distracted the people that they needed in the fight, and that made it so they could do nothing against Tristan and Kuda's damage. And really all of their damage, I should say, considering that I'd say they've all done a great amount of damage as Killing Shade is getting kind of caught out here. Now it's going to be Vandalism, but Kuda now steps up a little too much too and takes a pretty good chunk of damage. But of course, now there are Baron minions walking up to this tower. It is looking like it's still going to stand.
Yeah, so side waves aren't exactly in the favor of Vandal right now. There's a huge top wave pushing into Vandal's top outer tower, which is kind of low. Bot wave, now Tristan is going to attempt the bot wave. Once this bot wave starts pushing in favor of Vandal, they can start sieging mid again.
Yeah, that's true. I'd suggest, honestly, that, you know, they send Potato Chip down bot, they send another guy up top. It looks like IP5 might be looking to engage here. He is going to get a taunt onto Tristan, but Tristan is now in his face. The Weaver Wall coming down, and it's going to make sure to cut off his escape. Almost secure, like, you know, just forfeiting his life. And now the push is suddenly coming bot lane as, you know, Minior is down a teammate. And we're going to see if they can hold off this push right now. They do have a cannon minion in the back that's just firing down damage onto this tower, and really all Vandal needs is take him out. The Call of the Forge God is coming down. It is going to land that knockup onto Tristan, but it's not even going to matter because he's just going to delete them. A flash and bullet time from Kuda is going to secure another kill for them, and they might look to end the game right now as Tristan is rushing up to Tyler, not even afraid of that fountain. Who cares about a fountain anyway? It does an instant kill, right? Anyway, he is going to get trapped under the double tower shots of the Nexus turrets and going to fall. There goes your great score, buddy, as the hero's entrance is going to enter in from IP5. But a good portal jump is going to make sure that Zoe does not get knocked up from it.
Yeah. And almost clean ace from Vandal. A really nice team fight. They're just way too ahead at this point, and this should be game for Vandal. Yes, the one last auto, and this is game.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just GG to Vandal, having a great game where they very quickly got ahead and then never let go of that lead.
Yeah, indeed. They definitely have a more difficult to execute comp with the lack of frontline they have, but their Yasuo got fed really early. The Zoe didn't get fed but was still useful, and they just executed the team comp pretty well. So props to Vandal and a well-deserved win.
Yeah, so I think that will be our last game from Bronze Silver for tonight. So hopefully you guys had fun, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, and we'll see you at playoffs.
Woo!
you